My name is Deacon Louis Lucas III. I'm also a member of the New Bethlehem Missionary Baptist Church of Dolomite, where my grandfather, Deacon Joe DuBose, was the deacon of this church, also my father. And I'm also a member and deacon of this church. This is considered our home church now in the later years. And I wanted to just let Lucille know that this is the church that have grown out of the smaller church, which used to be New Bethlehem Missionary Baptist Church, which was a wooden frame church. And later on we'll get to that church. It's only a block away, and we'll show you a picture of the old church, one that you probably would remember seeing in the past. Okay, do you want to stand outside and do it? Can you stand outside and do it? See that? So that's the Cleveland property. Oh. That was belongs to the Clevelands that had the grocery store all. Was the grocery store for the community.
Okay.
It's no longer there. But as I was speaking earlier, the New Bethlehem Missionary Baptist Church, original church, is still standing, even though we have built a new sanctuary right now and all. The oldest church back in the early 1900s still standing and still in service. You know.
So that's the church that's in all those pictures where people went and marched down from that church to this.
Yeah. And that church, all that right there. I don't know where it stopped, but I believe right there where they come in this driveway, where they call it come in that driveway.
Right.
Somewhere across there. Okay, the two houses we just passed was houses of the Gray family, Mr. Sam Gray, Lucille. They were children along your age, a little older. The next house we'll be looking at here with the red truck, that'll be Benny Lee Waters' house. That's one of your classmates right there. It's Benny Lee Waters. She's still up and about, going to church, go about her business.
What about?
It's Ruby Lee Sanders, but I don't know. That house don't look. She's one of them that came out of West Hill and went to Miles, came to be school teachers.
Yeah, Miss Sanders taught for a while.
Yeah, this next house here with the beige yellow brick, this is Miss Ruby Lee Sanders' home, which she was also a teacher and in the educational field. But that was her home. She lived there for many years. Her husband has gone on. I'm not sure about her, but I know her husband, he passed.
Miss Ruby died last year, year before last, I think.
She died, I'm thinking maybe last year. I'm not sure. That's something that she might know. With the great car there in the driveway, that is Mr. Alfred Thomas. He was another one of your school friends that was in the educational field. He's still there, and he's still on the move, and he's doing well. But I know you remember the Thomas families. How you gonna do this?
Let's go over there. Cause you can't see parts of the school through the fence, and I'm thinking if I get over there, I can put the drone up high enough, to see where the school was.
Yeah, about the 10 years. A lot of people worked on the other side of the plant. They come right through that. They didn't have all them demanding fences and things.
So tell me about,
up here was two brick buildings.
Okay.
One went across just like that.
Uh-huh.
Just like that.
And then on the end of it, like where the air conditioning units was in, it was the teacher's lounge.
Okay.
And it was a walkway went on straight across. See where the pavilion is?
Right.
It was another building just like that building. And it went across. It ain't had nothing but classrooms. And on the each end, same, well, I was about the teacher's lounge, is, like I said, this front corner where ain't nothing that on this building.
Right.
Was the bathroom. Boys and girls bathroom. But it was 2 brick buildings. Now you probably, you done seen them buildings sitting up there. And the white kids started coming up there skateboarding inside the building and tearing them up. And the driveway used to go right down like that, where that power pole sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. To go down, and it goes right down side the wall there. Go right on around the corner of the wall. That cement slab was a mechanic shop. Automotive mechanic shop. Me and a lot of guys in Dolomite, we took mechanics in there, and it was real good. And a lot of them went into business. One guy started selling cars and fixing his own car. This was the Dust Bowl, what they call the Dust Bowl.
Why they call it the Dust Bowl?
Called it just dust.
Was it like supposed to be a field or something?
That's the football field.
Okay.
Yeah. When we played games, we had a lot of the game were home games.
Right.
The home games were played in the daytime. And no grass never get to grow down there. Not really. PE was out there all the time for the boys anyway.
Right.
Running around all the way out there. And right over there, used to be a little brick building. Used to be where the band practiced at. Both of them where the band practiced at. And I guess, trying to think, did they use a part of for the football players whenever. But that was the football field right there, Westfield Stadium.
So what was over here?
Across that road.
Yeah.
Same things over there now.
But it wasn't always there. What was up before then?
All this from right in here. Right from about right in where I'm at. All the way down was a park a lot. On back down in there. That's how many people were working out there. USDA had 27,000 people working for them. The union guy told me one time. He said, look, when you came out there at 65, I said, USDA had 27,000 people working for them. He started down low end of Dolomite and went all the way out to Pratt City. All that plant out there in what you call it.
Right.
And then they kept, see, this is what happened with the city. When I was a teenager, and then the plant started closing down, well, it's not teenage, but young. And then in the 70s, they was talking about bringing Birmingham Port right there to the viaducts where Ian's lives.
Right.
Where you go across the bridge in there.
Right.
They was gonna bring that Birmingham Port there and make that Birmingham Port. So everything could come from overseas and come in through the port of Mobile and come up the river and then come up the channel and come right to the port right there.
So Birmingham Port was actually a port?
Yeah. And all you see down there where they just load barges, huge place. The U.S. Steel almost all that. All U.S. Steel material that comes in there from other countries, like we get iron ore from Mintex. That's out of Minnesota, and it comes by barges. And a lot of other stuff, like they send coal over to Japan.
Right.
They send coal over there, and they turn and make it to coke, and they get the byproducts out of it. And over there, U.S. Steel probably got plants to take just like to squeeze all the juice out the coal. Right. And they got all kinds of, one of the main things come out of coal that U.S. Steel was making money off of was the black tar stuff that comes off of it. Right. It makes lighter fluid, makes lipstick, and all that kind of stuff. So what do you want to do? But all that was parking lot. Okay. And when they come in there and close all that down, this past a year ago, they came all the way from down. They had to come away from down toward the river. And they brought all these power plants in there and built that power plant. We have to go down. Now, that's one of the stores called Frank's Store.
So Frank's Store and the Dago Store were
2 stores. Yeah.
Did they sell different stuff?
Nah, all of them the same.
Mr. Ben Hudson used that for his AC company for a while, didn't he?
Yeah, and them boys, I think they used it sometime, but they never did take after him with that trade like he did. Now, she used to know Mr. Kirkwood because on this side, their house used to be over there and they had a club.
So they had houses over here?
Just 2 different houses.
On this side of the street?
There was a house and a club here, and way down yonder by the washroom there was a house and a club. Then the UST bought them out, and they built this house. They bought them a bad, special order Buick, the long black car.
So that was Miss Nigg's husband.
Mm-hmm. And everybody come up north. This is where they come to, right there in Dolomite. It was upstairs and downstairs.
Really?
Yeah. Right on down, just about where them yellow signs. There was a big opening back in there. They had a grocery store, meat market, all behind the building on back there. They had a coal yard, and all that kind of stuff. But it ain't much use. Back there.
Cool.
If she remember anything, everybody ever lived in Dolomite here in town.
Right.
All knew. This was people get off the freeway, come from Chicago. Somebody live down here in town. They tell them when you come down, used to be come down the road in Fairfield. Then come down the Fairfield Road till you cross the track. When you cross the tracks, pull in the parking lot of the church. It have always been cars in this parking lot of the church.
Now I remember as a kid that there were white people still living on this side.
Oh, right between them buildings, there were the old post office. You see a beige house, lived in a little old building, like a portable building. That's where the old Dolomite school used to be property.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
So there were 2 Dolomite schools too?
A white and a black.
Oh wow.
Right here was what used to be the doctor's office. See the signs at Dolomite
Right.
and my Tusalo.
No, you good.
The doctor's office used to be right there. She kept asking me about this. Well, what did mother and daddy live from the beginning? No, she asked me who lived on Pinnacle Hill. I say your mom and daddy.
Where's Pinnacle Hill?
All of this.
Oh, never knew that.
Yeah. All over there where the Nelly Life here and Cousin Spencer live, they call that Plank Road.
Plank Road?
Yeah.
Pinnacle Hill.
One of the Moe boys, J.C. Moore, he was in my town.
Okay.
He died about 10 years ago, maybe longer. But his wife lived there. She was some kin to me. His wife's some kin to me. That's where the Menards live.
Okay.
Yeah. They still live there. Every time I came over here, every once in a while, I just got out standing around looking. That lady, she come to the door. Look, before you go, I want to ask you something. I saw you was over there the other day. You had a man with you. Was you finna sell it? I said, I'm in Park. Didn't I tell you? Right after your husband died, I would never sell this property as long as you live. It's Ruth May. And she died not too long ago.
Real?
Yeah. But I told her I'd never sell this property as long as you live. They sit on that wall, they sit on them porch and chairs, and they just look out over everything, you know. They can tell any car come up through here. You can't go nowhere right there where that silver truck is. Yes, sir. Right there where that car at. And then from Allen's Fence up this way was what we call a boarding house. People who didn't have nothing, they lived there.
How long was that up?
That thing went down probably in the late 50s. I wonder where this soapy water coming from.
I don't know, looking at that.
That's Dr. Mack's house.
Dr.
Mack.
McPherson?
No, Dr. Mack and Dolomite. And that was the office right there.
Oh,
With white
okay.
sign. Put that on there.
So this property right here, or this building itself?
That whole building, that was the doctor's house.
So that's not a new building. That building is old.
Just put side note.
He was like a general doctor.
Mm-hmm. And his office, and the company, Wood Design Company had his office right across the street from it. Now them Parkers live over there, just some people named Hortons and live over there.
Right.
Nobody around here ever knew them. I knew them. But that's Dr. Mack's house. And over here where I showed you right there, straight in front of us, where that
Right.
white sign,
Right.
that used to be the doctor's office. That's Dr. Mack's house. And that's the sign of where the doctor's office was. Them houses was there when my aunts and them was kids.
I never paid attention to either one of these houses.
And see, they had the garages back there when they was company houses.
Right.
Company executives lived in them houses for Wood Design Company, and they had garages. Everybody had garages for their cars. Used to be a man used to call Jack Reed. He had a junkyard back there. He had something in it and everything. And that was his house.
Right here.
Yeah, and he could fix anything. And the post office sit right between them houses there. That's where the old post office is.
Right here between these houses.
Now they done fixed that bridge. Them boys was kicking up last time I come through there. See that water? Got
Yeah.
them bubbles on it.
It's from that stream that we saw earlier.
I always said they could cut a road. It wasn't about a one way road from right down at the Church of Chicken,
Right.
all the way to Pleasant Grove at the nursing home. That's the railroad bed. That's where the pipe is. Right there to go up on that railroad track, I believe. All that used to call the dump.
Yep.
That's the creek we used to have to cross way up yonder. And that would be spread it all over the banks. We couldn't get to school. We'd turn around and go back home. And Mr. Thomasine Hammer, my father-in-law lived right in there. That nice house. Mag is
Which one?
Right there, brown.
Oh, yeah.
All her life. And the house they sitting right on the ground where water is.
Which is why it's sunken in on that side. Was it always built like that?
Yeah, same size.
I mean, like it looks like it's leaning.
Yep. It kind of looked like that back since I can remember. The only place they could put a little air conditioning unit right there. There's a little bit of one. Let me go up here.
You know, as much as I used to explore on my motorcycle, there's a couple of places I ain't never been.
I see.
And
Right up
one of
down,
them.
right off from the driveway. See, like when somebody put some tar paper roofing. Okay. The man that used to live there when I was a kid, he did that.
That top paper?
Yeah. Them little shredded. Used to be little shredded strips, and straight across from it on your left, but he had a big pretty house sitting up there. Mm-hmm. And he had covered his whole yard on that side where he drive it out with tar paper. So no matter how much it rained,
you won't get no mud on it.
We won't get no mud on the car. We won't get no mud coming in and out the house and nothing. But you will track that grit in there from now on.
Wow.
Miss Florence Black, her and my mama was a real good friend. Now, she just died a couple of months ago. If it been, I don't think it been 2 months. And they all was in a saving club together. And Tony, when they was in the saving club together, they cooked Sunday dinners when they meet.
Really?
Sunday dinners. They pull out my mama had all kinds of linen tablecloths in that buffet. She had a briefcase with silver in it, sterling silver. She pulled that out, laid it out, took all out what they was going to use, closed the case, left it laying on top of the buffet.
Went to the other church?
Yeah. And then some split up and go over here to where we at now. Now, see, they used to call this the horse lot. Where the mine shafts was right back over there.
They had mine shafts over there?
Yeah. And all that hill back over there used to smoke all the time. We used to walk up in there in the wood. The ground would be just hot ashes.
Really?
When coal mines on fire. It was back in the 50s.
Can they bury people there?
I don't know. Them too tough. It's the Methodist church. You can zoom in on the name if you want to. Then after we passed this pink house, you got me recording?
Yeah.
That's the Methodist church. And the green house was Uncle Joe's house. Uncle Little Joe's house. Grandmama. That used to be my aunt's lot. I helped him build that house. He built it all by himself.
Really?
Yeah. And stayed there a few years. Backwood pile of beer cans. And this brick building, that used to be Mr. Melvin's house. And reading the front house so close to the road because the front part was a store. Where that door going straight with,
right.
It was a store. But there was Uncle Joe's house right here. Little Joe. Because they be asking about, wonder how did Joe's house doing? That's his house.
Does somebody still live there?
Milton. His mama and dad had died. Oh, then this next house. Let's see how to turn and get our angle so I won't mess up your shot.
I got it.
Miss Maxibel Wilson house. Everybody knew the Wilson. They had a lot of children, different ages. They all left and went up north.
Maxibel.
Mm-hmm. The Wilson family.
Okay.
And that's Pop Bus's house. Oh, you gotta get me in the house.
I got it. The White House?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I got a good shot.
They had peacocks, turkeys, ducks, guineas.
Really?
Yeah. And this man right here did too. Mr. Melvin. And they got cabinets and things they done bought to put in that house. See all them cabinets in there?
Yeah.
Somebody might be using it for storage.
Yeah, because it's going to take a lot to fix that up.
A mirror anyway.
No, good.
But that's Miss Cinder's house. Mr. Whitley Sims, Miss Cinder. And then that's Pop Busser. They know who it is, Pop Busser. Yellow light blinking over on the tree. Pop Busser. No longer they live.
Yeah.
Then his next house was Robusser. It was the dad, his son, and son. And then they left and went north. Dump truck and a pickup truck in the backyard. At the church, St. John. And that was robust. And Aunt Lucille in the house, the one we doing this for.
Right.
They were raised to live in the house right between them. But when we gave it to the church, just a few years ago, the church tore it down and made parking.
Oh, yeah, because there was a house right there. In the evening, we used to come out here and lay down on the walk and sit on the steps of the church. Okay, now that's our home house over there. You want to go close?
Yeah. Pop, they started getting along. She used to look out for him a lot. And people started telling her, yeah, I will get married and move on down the street. She said, no, I want more people to do that. Yeah. Okay, and this is Mayor Thomas. Tell Miss Mayor, man,
right here?
Mm-hmm. And across the street is Miss Olivia Layfield.
I remember Miss Olivia. I used to deliver papers for her too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. So that Fred Thomas was house, that Miss Olivia Layfield house. Oh, that man used to work hard. Her husband. They had money to loan. And this is the school. Get the sign.
I'm going to get up there.
And that's the new St. John. You got the writing up there. You can walk over there. Can you focus on that plaque? Right in that little brick wall. Can you focus in on that writing? Hey Tony, take the picture of that lot right there. Why are you standing there? It ain't got to be perfect. Okay. I don't know if you didn't remember Teresa Green. She about mama's age. They was born and raised right there. That's my mama's best friend house. Sit back there. We used to come up here and play out there in the backyard and everything. That was Miss Rich Johnson's store. And these two houses here was owned by Mr. Will Charleston and Miss Lucy Charleston. The big house over there.
Right.
All them people did went around and wrapped it and put a top on it. Because it still got the collar from the old wood.
It sure does.
Mm-hmm. But he had a big barn. He had 2 or 3 horses. Now, over there. Those are the Reese houses. Freeman Reese, Claudia Reese, Maxine Reese, Freeman Reese. That's the home house. They left, ain't nobody touched it. And then the tree across the road.
And this is all cemetery.
Yeah. It's soon ready in down there. It's a roadblock at cemetery. Tree. Now Fred comes up here, and the guys I told you had the store right behind our church, the Clevelands. Now they come up here and they clean off. Fred pays some back over and keep his mama grave off. Look at the tree right behind it. The cemetery go way down.
I remember you could drive through there, and it was a road that came out of back on my cat house. Wasn't it?
Tree crossing. That's where I was going. Tree crossing.
Wow.
Yeah. I need to back up.
You can.
Okay. Get the goat. Jean went down there and wanted to play with the goats.
The goat.
Yeah, she ain't never seen no goat. Nope. Aunt Jean.
Who got the goats?
Oh, where the school bus. Got goats. He had goats. He had chickens. He had some cows. He had some horses.
Who owned that property?
The guy, he lived in the house next to the Methodist church. We a country boy. But it keeps all that backside clean. And none of these people gonna complain about it. Because they could be rolled up. That's our house. You got me on record?
Yeah.
The next White House is Mr. Willis Black. Well, Mr. Willis Black lived in the next White House. The next 2 houses, I never known who lived in them.
Who lived in this house? Whoa.
Miss Kate Dean, Reverend Dean.
Okay.
Back there through the back there, that's the back side of Mr. Big Wheel's house.
Them in the greenhouse right there?
Whatever color it is.
Yeah.
Brown on the front, yeah. Then people built them a junk house out. And over here is Mr. Henry Dean's house. Boarded up to keep folks out of it. And it's falling.
About falling down.
Because it had changed.
Yeah. But isn't this the Masonic cemetery?
Yeah.
Shouldn't them Negroes be
I used to cut this whole cemetery and it go way back down there. See what
I remember this cemetery.
See what
Very
them pine
well.
trees at?
Yeah.
Them pine trees is in the center. I would come up in my little riding lawnmower and cut this whole place and trim around everything twice a month. I turn my lawnmower twice right there. Both. Get the ghost, man. Get the ghost. That girl, when she talk about it, she told me, tell Tony, don't forget the ghost.
Oh, go up, son. Go back up.
Yeah.
Right there.
We'll pull down there.
Okay, let's do that.
Hmm?
Let's do that.